large majority of our business is we use technology to build our own consumer brands and products, and we sell them online to end consumers on Amazon and Walmart and Shopify. And yes, we also provide some of our technology to other companies, but the large majority of our business comes from using the technology that we built to identify and predict what consumer products people want, and then make those products, bring them to market, and sell them online. So we make most of our money by creating consumer products and brands and selling them on many digital channels. And our advantage is in our data, our marketing automation, and our very agile supply chain. We're able to turn data into consumer products within 6 to 8 months. We sell overall over 3,000 different products, anything from appliances to beauty products to home and kitchen products to office products. Really, wherever we see in the data that statistically we have a good opportunity to satisfy customers with a great product at a best price, that's where we will make that product. We have a team in Shenzhen in China that are our own employees. They're a team of 40 people, and really on a regular basis, they receive data from our systems that tell them what is it that consumers are looking for that we can make a better product. And they work with the contract manufacturers in the Shenzhen area to build the right product and bring it to market very quickly. And then with our systems, we market the products to be successful online. We don't own any factories. We partner with factories, typically in China, to make the right products. And it's great to have people on the ground there. It's great to have our own employees in China. I love to go to Shenzhen on a regular basis. Now it's a little harder with the pandemic, but I'm looking forward to it again. And, again, it's about, the manufacturers have a lot of expertise that, obviously we don't have, but we trust them. What we can do is we can analyze for them what the customers really want, what is wrong with the products that are in the market, because consumers leave reviews and they tell us in the reviews what is good or bad about the products that we compete against. And so we can compile all this data and we can go to a manufacturer and tell them, look, consumers really are looking for this type of product, but we need to have these features. We need to fix these problems. And if we have this price point, then we can turn it into an X million dollar business a year. And we want you to be our partner. So please help us make this product. And it's the manufacturer that's going to do a lot of the work to adjust to the things that we're seeing in the data. We have 12 different brands across these different categories. Some of them we built from the ground up. Recently, we've also been acquiring brands. And so across this portfolio, we manage the business in a very almost mathematical way, right? If you think about it, independent of what you're selling, if you're selling a toaster oven or a hair dryer, there's a certain math to it, right? There's a cost to bring the product to the market. There's a cost to marketing it. There's a statistical selection that consumers are going to choose for your product. And it's for us, doesn't matter which product it is. If the math works, if we can make it into a good business, then we will make the product. We will trust the manufacturer to do the job right. And we will trust ourselves to manage all the moving pieces to make sure that the product gets to the customer at the best possible way. We work with Medea, we work with TCL, we work with a lot of large manufacturers in China. We work with over 90 manufacturers in China. But Medea is our biggest partner. But we also obviously have a lot of others across many different categories. We have a lot of partners there. We're not selling in China yet. We want to at some point. Today, again, most of our business is in the US, but our model works really well in many different geographies, right? Over time, we would like to also start selling in China with the same idea, right? Analyze the market, figure out what people want, figure out how we can make a better product that can take some certain market share, and then obviously optimize all the variables to make sure that our customers are happy and they're getting the best product at the best price. So we were initially looking at getting into the Chinese market a little earlier. Because of the pandemic, we changed our plans a little bit, but it's definitely, I think, on our roadmap, not this year, but the year after. We like to typically be in control of the marketing and the kind of like customer facing work, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of expertise in China. Companies like Baozun and others that I think can help us enter the market. So those are things we explore as well, but it's not going to be this year. It's probably going to be more next year, right? For us, Europe right now is a high priority for a lot of different reasons. And so, the next expansion for our company is to take all our portfolio of products and brands and go to Europe. And again, I think that in 2022, we'll start looking again at, do we want to focus on China as our next market? In a way, right, the way we think about our company is you have all these online retailers around the world, right? Tmall and Jindi in China, you have Flipkart in India, you have Rakuten in Japan, and all these platforms, they're very similar, right? They all a little bit look the same. People search for products, there's deals, there's all these very similar things, right? We just want to be the best company in the world at making brands and products for different local markets and bringing them to the customer through these channels in the most efficient way, right? So all the tech that we're building is to connect to these platforms so that we can build automation and data analysis to tell us how well is our business doing, how much can we automate different parts of the marketing so we can be more efficient. And again, independent of what geographies or what retail platform we're going to use, the underlying premise is that the way to run your business on these platforms is very similar. A lot of people think that the pandemic was good for e-commerce, and they're right in one way, right? Obviously, a lot of people couldn't go to stores anymore, and so they relied heavily on e-commerce for buying things, right? But at the same time, there was a lot of problems with supply chain, right? For example, we sell a lot on Amazon, and Amazon had so much demand that Amazon's warehouses could not ship on time a lot of things. Amazon had just decided to basically say, look, if your item is not essential for the pandemic, if it's not a must-have for the pandemic, we might take weeks to ship it. And obviously that can hurt sales. The good news is a couple of years ago, we made a really good decision to build our own shipping network. And so we could continue to ship on a regular basis because the warehouses that we have connected to our systems were able to continue to ship items and not have these long delays that would have hurt our business. So, I think we made good decisions on the investment on technology and infrastructure that helped us go through the pandemic, but it wasn't without challenges, right? The other thing that was also very interesting is different products had very unusual demand curves, right? For example, when the pandemic started, we launched freezers. We had a bunch of freezers, to keep food for longer. And we didn't know the pandemic was going to happen. But of course, in the first few months of the pandemic, everyone wanted to buy freezers because everyone wanted to store more food. People didn't know, if there was going to be issue getting food. And so we brought inventory that was supposed to last for 3 months. It lasted just a few weeks because it just ran off the shelf, right? And so a lot of irregularities in the data and in the demand and supply. And so, it was a good year for e-commerce, but it was also a challenging one. And I'm very proud of how our team handled it, both in China and the US.